nearly a month into being here now, and it really strikes me with the things that I can now do, just like constantly having music playing, living room with just ambience and comfort, and a kitchen I can use. Just these tiny ingredients that add up to having a house that's alive. They're all tiny ingredients that you don't realise are missing from your life when you're in a situation like I was in my last place. And there you have it. There are the minutiae of life that we don't realise that we're actually deficient in until we kind of face up to where we are and where we've been in life. And there you have it. It would seem that some people just can't help themselves. Through somebody commenting on a very old video of mine last night, I discovered that the person who said to me 6 months ago, I guess, get the idea of the council furnishing you with a new flat out of your head. It's not going to happen. You're not worthy. You're not in the right category. You don't fit the right criteria. So wise up. Not knowing a thing about the severity of my health conditions and the truth that once I got on the council housing register, I was sorted out within 2 months. This person also, as it turns out, back when me and my ex-partner went our separate ways, decided to completely preemptively strike and say, we'll get used to it, she's young, it was never going to last, she'll end up with someone else, and she'll end up with someone else soon, she'll have kids with them and get married, and they'll probably have a lot more money and success than you. This was more or less verbatim, I haven't dwelled on it too much, but some people have just got ironically, this person isn't particularly troll-like, but they've certainly got a humongous chip on their shoulder with, I don't need to say any more than that. What they're like speaks volumes, doesn't it? One of the most essential ingredients in life that isn't always that easy to handle is tough love. And I appreciate that the person giving me that harsh reality was possibly, in their mind, only trying to help. But there's two things that really repel me in life, and that's people who are relentlessly negative and those who are relentlessly positive. The balance always lays between the swinging pendulum. The extremes are never where it's going to rest. And if you just wait, and if you excise the negative and the positive extremes, the pendulum's going to lay in the middle, isn't it, between the two? And that's just the balance of life. There is so much as you get older, with regards to politics, personal politics, life, love, loss, gain, beauty, hell, all of it. That the truth lays in the middle of everything. There are no black and whites. There's only various shades of grey. And it's tough, especially when you've got strong beliefs about something that you're passionate about. It doesn't make you right, and it can be hard getting your head around the fact that we've only got ideas, we've only got concepts, and something that seems morally abhorrent to us, or indeed very beautiful, can be either hideous or repellent to other people in equal measure. It's some tough things to get your head round, but I can't be done with extremism. Extremism is a word that's sort of relentlessly and unfairly used to describe some pretty bottom of the barrel acts that humanity commits on one another. But I think it's appropriate for everyday life as well. When you think about the truth of where me and my ex did end up pretty soon after splitting, really, it just goes to show you can't judge anyone or anything unless you're a interloper in their lives in a very direct sense, because we found peace and want to bring our daughter up in health and happiness. physically and mentally. You know, it was a very short amount of time. It was a matter of 2 or 3 months before we decided to stop being idiots to one another. Guess what I'm saying is, you know, we can take our own experience and feel like we've got to say something to people, or we can just think that every life is unique and every experience is unique, and maybe just shut up and listen as opposed to speak. Because, you know, the truth is, we found a new way of communicating with each other, a new way of interacting with each other, and haven't had a crossword since. And the times where things have arisen, where we're not necessarily on the same page, or it may seem that way with regards to even things like parenting. We actually talk to each other and realise, oh, we are on the same page. We're just looking at it from a different angle. You know, nothing but positive came from that situation. And, you know, it would have been just as easy in a balanced way to say, it ain't going to be easy, but you will find peace. You know, it's a choice, isn't it? Do your mother's disapproving face. That is terrifying. It is genuinely terrifying. Your hair bobble. I haven't got a clue. Do you need a bobble or just a hair? Uh huh. Just found that tiny shard of glass embedded in the front inner tube of my bike tyre. And there's the little culprit with no magnification whatsoever. Such a tiny thing brought relative to its size, a huge machine, to a complete and utter standstill. Bit of a cautionary tale and metaphor in there somewhere, isn't there? Well, welcome to my weekend activity centre, where you can do everything from foundation level computer science, bike maintenance,
in the living room,
botany. If it so takes you, you can enter a completely alternate universe with a bit of VR. There's my PlayStation adult Joy Toys. Yeah, that's about it really. But yeah, it's a fun little place to be. I want my puncture repair kit. I want my puncture repair kit.
Shut up!
I need my puncture repair kit.
Shut up!
Why is Amazon so useless?
I'm so annoyed. Yo.
Cooked to perfection. As I've said recently, these tiny little things like having a kitchen that I can use are such a massive step forward in my life. I took a video actually, knowing, or more or less kind of in that position, knowing that it was going to be the last time I prepared breakfast for my daughter in the house that I left. And you can see me in this video just struggling past crap all over the floor. We were in a room that was smaller than this kitchen to live in entirety, and being here now and having all this space. As I say, I've heard other tenants who live in this situation, identical flats, just mirror images, saying, you know, it's not up to much here, you know. It's very basic and sort of virtually complaining about the situation, and blows my mind. It's all relative to what we're used to, I guess, but you know, can safely say I'm very happy in this environment, and well, the both of us are, me and my daughter. We're very happy here, and it's just at the end of the 4th week now, and it's a joy. It really is. I make a habit of at all times just having really kind of uplifting music playing in the hallway here on that old iPhone there. It's got no ability to maintain or retain any charge, but yeah, I just leave it there playing music on a constant basis while I'm here, and yeah, it's good vibes.